In 1994, the movie Sugarhill was released, regarded as a crime action thriller flick. The story begins with a young Ray Nathan Scuggs on the left, played by Devon Nixon, and his younger brother Romello Scuggs, played by Dule Hill, who grew up surrounded by crime in their Harlem, New York neighborhood. Their mother, Ella, played by Candy Alexander, was addicted to drugs. They actually witnessed their mother die of a drug overdose right in front of them. Their dad, who was a musician, who was also drug addicted, was shot by the local drug dealers right in front of them as well. But fortunately, their dad went on to survive his gunshot wounds. Romello actually avenged his father's shooting by killing the actual gunman, Sal Marconi, played by actor Ralph Sura. Interestingly, Romello, the adult Romello, on the left, played by Wesley Snipes, and his older brother, Ray Nathan, played by Michael Wright, went on to work for the man who gave the order to shoot their father, Gus Molina, played by Abe Vigoda. Romello and Ray Nathan became quite successful in the drug game, going from working for Gus to actually buying from Gus and starting their own type operation. Although the brothers were quite successful, as I stated, in the drug game, Romello was starting to have his reservations about being in the drug game and was contemplating leaving. Although Romello was the youngest brother, he was the most level-headed brother, and he was more responsible than his older brother, Ray Nathan. Even while running a drug empire, Romello found time to take care of his drug-addicted dad, A.R. Scuggs, played by Clarence Williams III. Romello went on to meet Melissa, played by Theresa Randle, at a club. She was fully aware of what he did, that he was a drug dealer, but she didn't really care about that too much. It actually almost kind of attracted her to him. But on their first initial meeting, she kind of played hard to get. Around this time in the movie, we're introduced to Romello's best friend and his right-hand man, Ricky Goggles, played by actor Steve Harris. As Romello and Ricky Goggles throw their turf, they are approached by Jaime Daniels, played by actor Donald Faison, who is a young kid on the block excited about the prospects of getting deeper into the game. Romello, seeing something better for the young man, admonishes him and basically tells him to stay off the block. A former boxer and up-and-coming drug dealer from Brooklyn named Lolly Jonas, played by actor Ernie Hudson, was looking to expand his operation in the Harlem area. So he propositioned Gus to talk to Romello and Ray Nathan about renting out some space on their turf so he can operate. When Gus and Lolly formally proposed this idea to Romello and Ray Nathan in a meeting, Romello tells them he needs time to think about that idea. He needs time to think about that proposal. While Ray Nathan didn't have a problem with the deal proposed, Romello was definitely seeing the bigger picture. And he seen that that Lolly probably eventually would want to take over the whole thing and not just rent out of space. So Romello, he was very focused on the bigger picture, while Ray Nathan was focused on the here and now, where they'll get that little rent for the space that they rent. So it was a big win for them, so to speak. But like I said, Romello was seeing the bigger picture. Coincidentally, during this conversation, this is the first time Romello notified Ray Nathan of his intentions of leaving the drug game. While contemplating his deviation from the business, he began to break down the barriers of Melissa. And continues to be encouraging to their dad, as well as spending time with his main ride or die, Ricky Goggles. Lolly, looking to start some trouble and create a potential war, kidnaps Romello's best friend Ricky Goggles. Him and his men, they kidnap Ricky Goggles, attacks him, and in cold blood sets him on fire. And then hangs his body for all to see. Of course, Romello was devastated by seeing his best friend dismantled like that. But he ordered no retaliations. Believing Gus was behind the attacks on Ricky Goggles, Romello visits Gus and was mad accusatory. Gus denied that he was involved in the attack on his friend, on Ricky Goggles, but he reminded Romello that this is the business they chose, and the business that they chose, these things happen. With that, Romello proposes the idea to his brother Ray Nathan about Ray Nathan leaving Harlem with him, and quite possibly the two of them taking their pops, AR Scuggs, with them as well. But Ray Nathan he rejected it all. He wasn't even trying to hear that. Romello went to Lolly's gym to offer a peace agreement. He didn't want a war with Lolly, so he went to Lolly's gym to offer a peace agreement. Basically, he was saying let bygones be bygones, and let's have a peaceful agreement here. And let's see how that went.
This was a fight when I said, fuck it. Life's way too short. He dropped me with a left cross, first minute of the third round. When I woke up, I was a rich man.
Yeah, I saw that fight. I put all my money on you.
Is that right?
Look, Lolly, yesterday I buried my best friend. 18 years we go back slinging and banging, and now that's all going up in smoke. The other day there was a shootout at the Dunbar. Bunch of clank-ass YGs with Uzis sprayed the place. Come on, Lolly. Look at Harlem. Seems like somebody's always dying before their time. It's not gonna be a war, Lolly. I don't want any more killing.
You got some fucking balls. You come in here all alone, talking about what you don't want. You see, Romello, men like you got a lot of ideas about what you want, don't want, care about, don't care about. But machines. Sometimes machines have a mind of their own.
Is that right? Well, now you're being real extra. Look, champ, you want to start this? Fine with me. But first, I think you better look out that window. You see the guy reading the comic book? And the one on the heavy bag, you see him? No, shit! And how about the one with the hood? You see him? Look, Lolly, I think we need to call a truce. You don't hit my men, I won't hit your men. You don't hurt my brother, and I won't take your whole family. We work it out so you can get a piece of the action. Okay, chump? Champ. My word is bond.
After Romello's interaction with Lolly at the gym, he attempted to reunite his brother Ray Nathan with their father, AR Scuggs, but it didn't go too well.
You fucking killed her. What do you want me to do? You want me to kill myself, Ray? I'm already dead.
Ray Nathan, looking for revenge against his ops and a way of keeping his brother Romello in the game, brutally attacks one of Lolly's men, thus starting a war. Ray Nathan purposely left the badly beaten man for Romello to finish off, quote unquote, so Romello will remember who he was. As Romello was strolling the block, the young kid Kaimi saves his life, but he was hit by bullets and died. After hearing about this assassination attempt, Melissa started having serious reservations about being with Romello and asked him to leave her house. Ray Nathan expresses his fears to Romello about Romello leaving him. And Romello tells Ray Nathan that he could leave with him, as he had proposed that idea previous to Ray Nathan, that he could leave with him. He could leave Harlem with him. But Ray Nathan reluctantly declined that option again. Attempting to move on from Romello, Melissa is hooked up on a date with famous basketball player Mark Robbie, played by Vondi Curtis Hall. While on a date with Mark, Melissa runs into Romello's older brother, Ray Nathan, and she plays him to the left real hard. Up until this point, Ray Nathan actually liked Melissa and thought she was a good woman for his brother Romello. After arriving at the place that Mark was staying, Melissa's date with Mark became a disastrous, abusive encounter. Luckily, Melissa was able to escape. Romello lets his father know for the first time that he's going away. He gave his father the option of going away with him, but his father declined. He respectfully declined, and he said that Harlem is the only place for him. After her violent encounter with Mark Robbie, Melissa shows up at Romello's house, humbled and ready to fully commit to the relationship that they started. Romello informs Gus that he is out and he is turning everything over to his brother, Ray Nathan. Although Romello let Ray Nathan know in clear terms that he was leaving and out of business, that he was planning on leaving for good, somehow Ray Nathan perceived that to be that Romello just needed a vacation and he'll be back in the mix. He did that in his own mind, I guess, to be able to deal with what was happening. But also, Ray Nathan had another idea that he felt like he was going to take the pressure. He was going to take care of things so Romello wouldn't have to leave. Ray Nathan felt that one of the burdens on Romello was their father. So he proceeded to kill their dad via drug overdose. As Romello and Melissa was set to leave, Romello wanted to stop by his dad's apartment one last time. Well, last time before leaving and say goodbye. When Romello arrived, he found his dad's lifeless body sprawled on the floor. Ray Nathan went on to meet with Gus and the others, and after a little haggling in their dealing there, Ray Nathan seemed to have come to an agreement with them. Yes. On second thought, however, Ray Nathan went on to take out two of the three. He saved the best for last, which was Gus himself. As Romello was leaving his father's apartment building, he ran into none other than his older brother, Ray Nathan. Romello went on to tell Ray Nathan about their father's death, but Ray Nathan, being a part of their father's demise, wasn't surprised at all. Ray Nathan let Romello know that he was responsible for putting their father, quote unquote, out of his misery, and this just crushed Romello. Melissa, who was standing just a few feet from the brothers, called out to Romello for them to go. Ray Nathan became furious at her presence of being there, and more so furious at the fact that his brother was intending to leave with her. He attempted to take a shot at Melissa. Romello, attempting to prevent that from happening, was accidentally shot by Ray Nathan. Ray Nathan, distraught that he may have taken out the only person he truly loved, took his own life. Romello went on to survive his injuries, with Melissa happily by his side, and their son being a blessing of their union. Even though that peace came with some consequences, it was well worth it. Sugarhill was a movie definitely worth watching, and if you've never checked this movie out, I suggest that you do. I'm kind of sure that you will enjoy it if you enjoy these type of movies. With that, I'm going to end the video right here. Please feel free to like, share, and comment on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. After subscribing, please click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads from this channel. I thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. I'm out on this one. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! One love. Stay safe. Continue to be blessed.